we go with another one coming your way. It's race number 9, race number 20. What time is it? .65cc 7- to 9-year-old.
All right, here we go as Hayden Deegan and the boys head on over to the podium to talk to Wes Kane. We're going to sort things out here in this 65cc class that we see rolling around here now. This is the 7- to 9 limited class, race number 20 on the track.
Seth Dennis. Whoa, Seth Dennis, local rider, jumping out in front right there. The elusive gloves rider with a great start. He'll triple it out to maintain that top spot. But as you well know, Roddy, this is one of the most competitive classes out there. Now, we ain't forgot about the 450A and the 250A and the Pro Sport guys, but when you talk about qualifying, what? This one had 3 divisionals. I mean, I'll tell you what, just the 65cc classes are mini cycle classes. These are, we've got some numbers. A couple of them got like 80 riders looking to make the cut.
Yes, they do. We had a couple of first-place rides out there. Seth Dennis took a win. Also, Landon Gibson, the 723. We saw him down out there a little while ago. Hopefully he's all right. And it sounds like, Wes, you ready to go? All right, let's head on down to our Yamaha podium.
All right, let me get Casey Cochran up here real quick. Finishing 3rd, correct? Casey Cochran, come on, we're going to pop that medal on you. We got to get these guys reloaded back up. They got more motos to race. Casey Cochran, tell me about your race.
I got off to a decent start, almost went down in the first corner, and just made a few passes and rode my race.
Who do you want to thank?
My mom, my dad, God for keeping me safe, the whole X-Star Suzuki team, Dunlop, 100%, Fox, Factory Connection, FMF, Moto Sandbox, Ryan Tishner, Lynx Racing, and everybody else, thanks.
All right, congratulations, Casey Cochran. Good job. Come on up here, Christian Yannick. We're going to do some business up here real quick. Come on up here. You got the silver medal. Tell me about your race.
Yeah, I mean, I got off to a great start, and I was battling with Hayden for a little bit, and he was tripling that middle section, so he got a little gap, and I started catching him. He made a mistake on the last lap, but it wasn't enough time.
Who do you want to thank?
My mom, my dad, Jesus for keeping me safe, my Monster Energy Team, Green Kawasaki, Boat Helmet, Scott Goggles, Atlas, 7, Maximo Renthal, Pro Circuit, Dunlop, RK Chains, Exo Rims, Uni Air Filters, Straddle Syndicate, and everybody I forgot, thanks.
Congratulations, Christian Yannick out there with a 2nd place in the championship. Here's your champ. Let's talk to the Danger Boy. Hayden Deegan, you got the gold. Come on, Mike Burkeen. There's your #1 plate. Hayden Deegan, congratulations. Hold that up. And tell me about your race.
Yeah, I got off to a decent start. Actually, I got the whole shot, which is pretty nice. And from there, about my race, I just kept my pace pretty decent, so I could have some energy for this next moto coming up in 3. But I just cruised my own race, had some fun, and I'd like to thank all my sponsors: KT Morton's Brigade, my dad, mechanic, filmer, Team Dunlop, 100%, Monster Army, and everybody else. Thank you so much.
All right, there you go. We pulled him in. We gave him 4 tires, around a wedge, pulled a tear off, and he's back out on the track. Here you go. Have that. Celebrate that whenever. Give that to Pops. Y'all can spray that around tonight in the motorhome while y'all chilling. Take it away, Jeff Hines.
All right, we got her up here. Seth Dennis getting around Caden Dudney. Dudney taking a 2nd place position finish in his qualifying race, the division race out there, and opened up with the early lead. And finally, Dennis able to get around here on lap number 3. Landon Gibson, who is another division race winner, now moving into the #3 position aboard the 723, the 22. Jonathan Getz is 4th, 5th place. Madden Jones, Carson Wood in the 6th place position. Maverick Gish, 997 is 7th, 8th, the 58 of Darren Pine. Hogan Mims, the 72 and 9th, and rounding out the top 10 is Brennan Harrison, and then top 15 include Kevin DePino, also Brady Olson, Gage Dunham, Travis Johnsmeyer, and Nathan Snellgrove rounding out that top 15. But right now, as we work on lap number 4, I believe we see the 2 lap board out for these youngsters. And the amount of laps once again for 65cc 7 to 9 limited class is going to be 5. So we got the white flag out on this one as We wrap up lap number 4. Dennis coming around the final turn now with Dudney in the shadows. The shadows are getting long between first and second place position now, as it is a little more comfortable, except Dudney is within striking distance. Uh-oh, here we go. Oh, that's a lap traffic. I thought that Landon Gibson had his hands full there for a moment. Looks like Gibson should be able to hold on to a top 3 and a bronze medal here after a division race win. So Dennis taking a division race win. Dudney second in his division. Gibson winning his division, and third in this main event. Jonathan Getz, the 22 machine, running in the number 4 spot right now. He finished third in his division race. We got Carson Wood, the 26 and 5th. Madden Jones 7th. Gish, Pine, Mims, and Brennan Harrison rounding out the top 10. Meanwhile, up front, Dennis and Dudney. Dudney not letting Dennis breathe too easy. Now, there's a few bike lengths that separate the two, but at this particular point, any miscues in these final 2 turns could yield some big dividends for Caden Dudney as he tries to keep himself in position. Landon Gibson closing up some gap out there, but it's not going to be nearly enough as our leader Seth Dennis rounds the final turn. A white flag a-waving, and now checker flag comes out, and Seth Dennis takes the 65 7-9 limited win here at Gatorback, and the 2019 Thor Mini-O's presented by Pro Circuit. We'll be heading down to the Yamaha podium with Seth Dennis, Caden Dudney, and Landon Gibson here in a few moments as we check out our Pro Circuit results board. Jonathan Getz in 4th, Carson Wood, Madden Jones, Maverick Gish 7th, Aaron Pine in 8th, Hogan Mims in 9th, and Brennan Harrison rounding out the top 10. About 50%, 40% or so of the top 10 all hailing from the great Sunshine State of Florida. So good to see the 65cc limited crew out in full force. And I knew it was getting close to it. We were watching and seeing that things were getting a little drier than what we had seen the course earlier today, as the sun has been raining down on this one for sure. But it's time to take a little track prep now. Built right into the schedule, and our track crew will